So this video for Cruise Week is going to explore the myths about cruising. And there are some myths about cruising. And most of the myths about cruising tend to be held by people who have never been on a cruise, or if they have been on a cruise, they haven't been on a cruise in 20 years. You hear the funny story about the overfed, that's me, the newlywed, that's not me, and the nearly dead. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. The average cruise age out of the UK and Ireland for most of the cruise lines is now in their 40s. The cruise lines are really focused on fitness, sustainability and health, so you're not being overfed in terms of 24-hour buffets or anything like it. The next one is that sometimes people say they feel trapped. Well, how can you possibly feel trapped? Let me tell you how cruises work. Generally, the ship cruises from one port to the next overnight when you're sleeping or having dinner or having breakfast. You're arriving fresh at the port the next day and you're off to explore a new destination every single day. So all day you're in a different destination to do what you want, whether it's just to get off the ship and explore the town that you're in or whether it's to go on an excursion. So there is no sense of feeling trapped. You don't feel trapped when you're in a hotel. You won't feel trapped when you're on a cruise. These are resorts at sea. Imagine the very best 4- or 5-star hotel you've ever been in, but with all of the facilities you could possibly want. Everything is on site, everything you need is there, and this time that resort shifts to the most wonderful places every day, be it around the Mediterranean, around the Caribbean, into Northern Europe, up around the fjords, you name it. But that property, that resort is moving with you. There's two other myths that are kind of thrown out there that you're going to get seasick. These ships are incredibly well built. They have stabilizers. I have crossed the transatlantic in Cunard. I have done from Iceland down to Ireland. You really don't feel a thing. The stabilizers are perfect. You never feel sick. It's not in their interest. They don't want you to. One of the other myths is that they're expensive. Well, I really don't think anything could be further from the truth. These are great value for money proposition holidays. We'll have another video where we talk about the value proposition between land and sea holidays, but they are not expensive unless you want them to be expensive in terms of the luxury element. And then it's just like a land-based holiday. You decide how much you want to pay and we'll find the holiday for you. The other piece that may be a bit more recent myth is the environmental issues and environmental unfriendliness with regard to cruise. Well, in fairness to the cruise lines, they really have adopted some great protocols and some great ideas in terms of single-use plastics, switching to LNG fuels, and also now charging when they're in port. So not using their engines when they're in port, but charging on the locally sourced, hopefully sustainable port power that is provided to the ships. So please don't ever be put off by somebody who doesn't know. Pick up the phone, talk to us, talk to a travel agent, talk to somebody who's been on a cruise, then form your own decision. But let me leave you with one statistic. 90% of the people who take a cruise book another cruise. So that really says it all about the myths. Try one. Please try one. You're going to love it. Clickandgo.com.